Greetings, beloved. Alright, it's time to pick up the guitar and play again. You love music, you gotta keep playing. Sometimes you get better, you're improving, and sometimes you kind of maintain at the same level. But regardless, we're commanded to make a joyful noise unto the Lord. So let's see. Let's see if we can do that.
Your voice unto the Lord. Lift up your voice. Lift up your voice to the Lord. Lift up your voice. Lift up your voice unto the Lord. Lift up your voice. Sing a new song to the Lord. Sing a new song to God above. Sing and make a joyful noise. Sing and make a joyful noise.
Alright, well, I've done better, but let me encourage you to pick up your musical instrument and play. And sing it to the Lord. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, folks. Again, we're not in competition with anybody, but maybe ourselves, trying to improve. But God looks on the heart. Man looks on the outward appearance. You see, we like to compare ourselves with other people, and in doing so, we're not wise, the Bible says. But let us worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness. They that worship God must worship Him in spirit and in truth. And so, as long as our hearts are right with God, they're pure, then they are acceptable. And our sacrifices are acceptable. But the sacrifices of the wicked are an abomination. Meditate on that verse a little bit. That means all of the works, all of the so-called good things, good works, kindnesses on a human level, if they're performed without God in view, if they're performed in a humanistic manner, so that God is not in all of your actions or thoughts or motivations, it's an abomination to the Lord. You know, now we can't understand that because we like to measure men and people and women by other people. So it's on a relative scale. But God measures not on a curve, but on the absolute word of His truth, of the Bible. So, and that applies to every field. So music is just, I'll tell you something about music. The devil is very musical. As you can see, a lot of the secular music, while it's got an element of what might be called common grace, an element whereby God has given these musicians a certain measure of beauty. They have a sense of what's right and wrong because God has put it there. They have a conscience that either condemns them, excuses them, or accuses them. But the heathens, through every culture, throughout the generations, the Indians, doesn't matter what culture it was, if it didn't have God in it, they might have had music, but it was for the worship of their deity, of their idea of a supreme being. They had dances and rituals and music and singing. Man is a very religious being. It cracks me up sometimes. It really amazes me when people say, I'm not religious, but I am spiritual. What does that mean? No, we're all religious. You're religious, I'm religious. Religion, as defined by one theologian, Paul Tillich, said religion is the area of ultimate concern. The area of ultimate concern. And you, like me, have an area of ultimate concern. What is it? What is it? Is it your hobby? Maybe you're a magician. Maybe you're an actor. Maybe you're a sports enthusiast. Maybe you love the game of chess or cards or some board game, or maybe you just are a hunter or a fisherman. What is it that's of ultimate concern to you? Maybe it's simply seeking pleasure. The Greeks, the Epicureans, they sought pleasure. And the hedonists, they sought pleasure. That was the chief purpose in life, according to them, is the seeking of pleasure. But according to God, Solomon says to seek, how did he put it in the end of Ecclesiastes? This is a whole duty of man, to fear God and keep His commandments. That's really what our duty should be. So, all right, that's it. This has been too long. Hope that encourages you to pick up your musical instrument and play into the Lord, or maybe simply learn an instrument. Learn how to play a musical instrument. That's not a bad thing. That could be a good thing. All right? May the Lord richly bless you until we meet again.